Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for the generous introduction. It's my honor, rather than yours, to be here and to be able to address you. I'm absolutely impressed by the way in which the Mentor School has gone out of the way to make it look exactly like the United Nations General Assembly. Let us all just give them a big hand, the organizers. And to you students, I have to say that you are already winners. Just by making it to this event, you are already winners. What you will see, hear, and experience in the next few days, that's going to stay with you. And it should dictate how, in future, you are going to pursue your goals. When I saw the video that was shown here, it actually moved me, because I grew up seeing all that you have just been presented. I thought I would just try to bring in some stories which I had during my childhood and hope to inspire you with what my father has achieved. As a child, I have seen that people came running to our home. Sometimes it was a conflict somewhere, sometimes it's a quarrel, sometimes there was fire, sometimes people were fighting against each other, and they would just come home. And we did not know why they always took our father away from us. We would find that we were planning something, and then my father has to go. Until one day, when we were coming back from my aunt's house, we were on the street in the car, and we could hear some loud noises. And when we reached the poorly lit area, we could see that some people were just pinning a person down on the floor and hitting him and shouting out among themselves. My father just stopped the car and ran out of the car. I was trembling because those were people who wouldn't listen to anyone. Still, he went there fearlessly. And we could see when he reached there and all the people were holding on to the other people's collars and trying to harm each other, they slowly calmed down with what my father was saying. And we watched in amazement how he turned that situation into a calm one, and he made everyone disperse in their own ways, and he came back. This changed my mind, and after that, when my father was called by anyone, I knew that there was someone out there who was suffering, and he had to go there. And what else amazed me was the fact that my father, we knew him as a very delicate, soft person. He was afraid even of an injection needle. If the doctor comes, and that's it, we all had to convince him to take one shot or to do a blood checkup. Such a person went there fearlessly. And what was it? His belief in the power of negotiation. It's the power of negotiation that wins countries, nations, people, not war. So this was the lesson that I learned that day. If you look at the activities of my father, if you find out what he has done, you will see that he was the first person to reach wherever there was a riot or wherever you find there is a conflict, fire, standoff. You will find that he goes there fearlessly because he believed in the power of negotiation. Another point which came to my mind, which I would like to let the students take home, and what is the biggest lesson that you are going to learn anyway, is that related to game theory. See, in game theory, it's a zero-sum policy. It's a zero-sum game. Usually, these are the common games, the zero-sum. if A has to win, it's at the loss of B. And if B has to win, it's the loss of A. So it's always zero sum. There is one plus and another minus. One winner, another loser. But in real life situations, in real life negotiations, it's not going to work. If a negotiation has to bring in a positive effect, if it has to make significant change, then it has to be a positive sum game. This is what we have to look at. When you frame an issue, you have to frame in such a way that there is mutual benefit. Both teams should benefit. If it's a win-win situation, then you are sure going to succeed. And when nations come in together, this is what they want. They all want to be winners. And any partner, any side of an agreement will come into an agreement, will sign into an agreement if they see that they have something in it. Isn't it so? Do the students agree with me? The other point which came to my mind was, let's go back to the story, how my father was able to tackle a small street fight. You could call it that way. And from there, over decades, you can find that he has reached a position where he was negotiating with nations, where he was negotiating at international summits. How did he get there? Does it happen automatically? No, it's based on the credibility that he has built. It takes decades of painstaking effort and experience to reach that level. So my advice to you, my dear students, is to start building your credibility right from now. Prove your integrity. Prove that you are there to help others and you have altruistic motives rather than selfish motives. That will bring you the reputation and that will make it a habit to help others. By making it a habit to help others and proving that you have good intentions, it will build your credibility. And credibility is the cornerstone of any successful coalition. With these words, I would like to thank the organizers once again for giving me this opportunity and giving the students this opportunity. And with all the best wishes for the best event ever for the next 3 days, I would like to close this, my bit of advice for today. Thank you.